A young man took it upon himself to actually write a song for Nigerian soldiers, especially those who are on the battlefield. The song is called Battle Soldiers. If you're just joining us, it's still The Buzz, and of course we're commemorating the Armed Forces Remembrance Day. So before we took that break, I mentioned that a young man in the midst of whatever else that is going on decided to do like a song just to celebrate armed forces, you know. He calls it Battle Soldiers, and he's right here in the studios with us. His name is Chibuzo Mbakwe. He is a motivational artist, okay? All right, so he's not your regular guy that will sing yo-yo-yo. His songs are for quite purposeful, let me put it that way. Chibuzo, you're welcome to the studio.
Yeah.
All right. So, of course, the starting point will be for me to ask you, why did you choose to write a song? You know, yeah, what inspired you to write a song for the military?
Yeah, because I felt that I'm not a mainstream artist. Mine is just for purpose, like a motivational artist. So I just thought about the army and said maybe I could do something to celebrate and honor men and women in uniform.
Do you have any connection, any relations with the army? Your father, your brother, a family member?
Nobody, but in my younger days, I loved the army. I wanted to go to the army because I love the fitness. That's the training regimen. That's the inspiration. Because I'm also like a fitness coach, so I love training. So these are the things that inspired me. Like, I love the army.
You love the training. All right. What really can you say about Nigeria's military? You know, taking it from your experience as a child, you know, seeing our men in uniform and what it has become today.
Well, when I say Nigerian military, they are doing their best, but you know, before and now there are some changes. I remember those days in school when we were being told they went for peacekeeping mission in Liberia, Sierra Leone, I think Yugoslavia or something like that. But nowadays, just of lately, we are hearing about terrorists, which is actually taking them time to and are totally destroyed. But I know they're making progress, but with time, I believe it will get better.
Just to feel proud of our men in uniform, do you?
Sure, I feel proud. I wish to be with them, but it never happened.
Oh, would you like to get enlisted in the army?
I don't think
it's a bit too late. It's a bit too late in the day. Okay. All right, so Chibuzo, what would you like? You know, like a military officer to do when they listen to this song you've done for them?
I think I like them to be motivated. Also, the aim of the song is to inspire them at the battlefront, and it's also to celebrate and honor them. As per men and women, they're doing a great job laying down their life for the civilians and the masses. So I want them to be motivated, to also feel happy. You know, like you see the kind of songs we have nowadays. But I felt this when army listens to this, it can push them to another level, something like that.
Okay, all right. So you mentioned while we were talking earlier, you know, the relationship between soldiers and civilians. What do you think can be improved upon, you know, to make better the communication between soldiers and civilians? Because when you hear Amimbo, a typical bloody civilian, excuse my language, will take off. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
What can be done to improve, you know, the communication between the two?
Yeah, I believe access, maybe like access to their reach. Maybe if you want to report an army officer or something, you can see trending videos of sometimes army people beating civilians. If there were numbers to call that, maybe they have advertised properly. People will know. I can always help a friend to call someone on his behalf and something like that. And also, I want to also blame the army because, you know, I was told history will have it that Ikeja used to be an isolated place. It is Ikeja Cantonment barracks. So, but now because of urbanization, we now have houses living close to the army. So residential houses. Remember that when you see an army man in uniform, you become scared. But normally, army is supposed to be in mufti when you come out from the barrack, in an isolated barrack. And so those are some of the things that I feel maybe has to be looked into.
Okay. All right. So, Are, over to you. Yeah. He talked about a military man listening to his song and being inspired and motivated. Is a song enough to do that?
I commend him. Why? He embarked on the journey of no reward. He wasn't commissioned and he will not be paid for it. My prayer is that your ancestors go with the song. Amen. And make it go viral.
Amen.
So that we get to those who should listen. Amen. Like you, I am worried and I am bothered. This is not the army that I grew up knowing. When we say civil war has ended, are we not fighting wars at different fronts today? Yeah. We are.
Grab a copy of Emancipation of Chips. Back at you, take.
And do subscribe.